Yo, what is up? We're talking about the top 5 premium dual sports that you can buy in 2023. Stick around. Dual sports are the highest selling market in motorcycles in 2023. There's good reason for that. The premium dual sports, they're all the rage right now. With a premium dual sport, you get a race type dirt bike that's legally plated. These are premium dirt bikes that are street legal and plated from the factory. It's all the rage now because people can buy these dirt bikes and ride them anywhere. But let's get right to it. Number 5, Beta 500 RRS. The RRS model is the dual sport model, it's debatable which size Beta is the best. They make a 350, a 390, a 430, a 500. I think the best premium dual sports are 500, so that's what we're going with on number 5. The price is coming in at $11,299. 477.5 cc's. It's a 6-speed transmission, but the dry weight is 243 pounds with no fuel. It comes with a 48 millimeter sack suspension. It's a pretty phenomenal package. Beta is a smaller company, so they're not hit with all the EPA restrictions that other motorcycles on this list are. So they come more uncorked from the factory. Let's talk about some of the features that come on the Beta. The 2023 has an updated ECU, which gives you different mapping. It comes with traction control. You're able to change the mapping on it. It's improved front forks with updated internals. It comes with a legendary TrailTech Voyager GPS with full GPS, downloadable trail maps, altitude reading, engine temps, outdoor temp, trip meter, hour meter, tons of functions, which is pretty nice to have on a dual sport. It's got rear suspension linkage, wave rotors, hydraulic clutch. It's a pretty nice setup. Like I did mention, it does have traction control. The rider can disengage traction control at any time. I have not had the privilege of riding a Beta. This is a pretty popular dual sport. It's a pretty fabulous premium dual sport offering, and it comes in at number 5 on our list. Number 4, that's the KTM 350 exc-f. KTM owns Husqvarna and they own Gas. I'm essentially referring to all the KTM branded 350s. The Husqvarna 350, Gas doesn't make a dual sport at this time in the 350 range. I owned the Husqvarna 350. It was an older version, but it was a lot of fun. And the price on the KTM 350 exc-f starts at $11,199 US. What makes the 350 unique is it's a very light bike. It's basically 250 feeling, but with 450 power. 35 horsepower. The bike weighs in at 236 pounds. It does have a 6-speed transmission. All these bikes have a 6-speed transmission. It comes with a Brembo hydraulics clutch, which is really nice to have. A WP Explorer suspension. I've had the privilege of owning one of these, so this bike makes a fabulous trail bike. It's lighter than any bike on this list. It has a smaller bore cylinder, so it doesn't feel as heavy when you're in the power. It has plenty of power. It's just very nimble riding. It's very easy to handle because it's so light and it feels so light. It rides so light that it makes probably the best 4-stroke trail bike there is. I have it at number 4 on the list because it is a buzzier dual sport and it's more high strung. It needs to be higher in the RPM, so you're revving it a lot more to get the horsepower out of it, which makes it a little buzzier. It's not the greatest on the road for that fact. You don't want to run it real far on the roads because of its buzzy and high revving engine, but it's a fabulous trail bike. These are very, very popular dual sports. The 350 does have its own place as a premium dual sport because it's, like I said, it's smaller, lighter. It's a premium trail package. I don't think you can go wrong with any of these, like the Husqvarna or the KTM. And I imagine Gas will come out with one eventually. But this is a premium 4-stroke trail bike for sure. And number 3, the KTM 690 Enduro R. This is a premium dual sport. This is probably the biggest and heaviest dual sport on the list. You have the 690 in KTM, you have the 701 in Husqvarna, and then you have the 700 in gas. This 700 in the gas is currently gas's only dual sport. These bikes are pretty cool. 693 cc's. It's the largest displacement single-cylinder dual sport, and it's powered by the iconic LC4 engine, which is probably KTM's most reliable engine. The price is coming in at $11,999 US dollars. It also has a 6-speed transmission. The dry weight is 322 pounds, so it is a bit heavier. It's 74 horsepower. It's got hydraulic clutch on it, WP Explorer suspension, Brembo brakes. It's a chrome moly tubular frame. The frame is a little different. This bike is designed to carry a lot of weight. A lot of the Dakar bikes, they're using this 690 frame because they're carrying like 30 liters of fuel. This is the pack mule of dual sports. I've had the privilege of riding these a couple times. It's a big bike for a dual sport, but it's a small bike for on-road. So it's kind of in the middle there. I think for people that do BDRs and travel and carry camping gear and stuff, but want a smaller bike to get into more stuff, this is probably the ideal bike for that. This is a very popular dual sport. It's kind of in its own category. There's no other modern dual sports in the 690, 650 range. And yeah, there's Honda makes them and DRZ makes them, but those are 20-year-old designs that are carbureted, right? There's no manufacturers making bikes like this, so KTM's dominating this market. I believe there's a big market for this. A lot of people like this stuff. Bigger guys like it. People that carry gear like it. It does have some weird stuff, like the fuel tank is in the rear, and the exhaust system is not the greatest, but these are pretty spectacular dual sports. And so for that reason, it comes in at number 3 on my top 5. Okay, coming in at number 2. It's the Honda CRF450 RL. It's the only premium dual sport offered by the Japanese market. And it comes in at $9,999 US dollars, 449 cc's, 49 millimeter Showa inverted forks. Comes with 41.7 horsepower. The wet weight is 289 pounds. And that's the second heaviest dual sport on our list. Comes with a wide ratio 6-speed transmission. I have the privilege of owning this motorcycle, and I fancy this motorcycle. It is a bit heavier than the other motorcycles in its range. Makes it not so single track friendly. It's not the greatest trail bike, but it makes it much better on double track or higher speed desert stuff or even road use. It does have a beefier subframe to help you carry some gear. It can handle some adventuring. This is the cheapest premium dual sport on our list, right at $10,000, which some people would complain is very expensive for a dual sport, but when you're talking premium dual sports, this is a bargain. Because this is modeled after Honda's 450 R race version. Doesn't make for the best trail bike, but it makes for a great dual sport, and it makes for really good supermotos. Put supermoto tires on these bikes and they're fabulous. You also get that Honda reliability. I really like this bike. The riding experience is phenomenal. It's a pleasure to ride. It's a pleasure to own. And it's number 2 on our list. Why is it number 2? Well, because it fits my riding style very well, but I'm not trying to do a lot of hard enduro, heavy duty single track. And that's kind of where it doesn't shine at, so it's good for everything else, but it's not the greatest at those things. It's possible to do that type of riding. It's just not great at it. And our number 1 top premium dual sport you can get in 2023 is the KTM exc-f. Comes in at $11,799. Comes right in at 40 horsepower. Has a 6-speed transmission, 240 pounds dry weight, 6-speed transmission, and this is the most popular premium dual sport there is, and for good reason. These are pricey dual sports. The riding experience on this is just fabulous. The power delivery is really nice. This bike is a light dual sport, and it makes a perfect trail bike. I think if you're doing a lot of trail riding, hard enduro, and you want a 500cc motorcycle, this is it. Comes with WP suspension. Some people regard it as the best premium dual sport that you can get performance wise. It's very light, it's very nimble. It's not as light and as nimble as the 350. It's damn close to it, and it just has more power. It has torque for days. It's just a lot of fun to ride. The riding experience is really, really nice. It's one of the more expensive premium dual sports at almost $12,000. But this, I think this one sets the standard. All dual sports are trying to compete with this one. They try to make their specs and everything like close to this, in this ballpark. The KTM 500 EXC has set the gold standard for premium dual sports. And it's just a lot of fun, and it comes with that KTM history and experience and everything they have from their race bikes. Alright, that's my list of top 5 premium dual sports that you can buy in 2023. I don't think you can go wrong with any one of these dual sports, to be honest. This is the creme de la creme, the best of the best. This is top shelf. If you think there's one out there that's not on this list, let me know. And let me know what you ride if you have one of these bikes on this list. I hope you like my video. If you want to see more cool dual sport content like this, go ahead and subscribe. I appreciate it. Catch you guys later.